For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Well, welcome once again. We've got some interesting guests for you today. Let's begin with H. Lee Batcheldor, a younger member of the St. Clair Rotary Club. Nice to see you, sir. Welcome.
Nice.
Welcome to the back to the Focus set.
Nice to be back, Paul. Thanks for having me.
You are active in Rotary now, last 8 years or so, and we've got a project coming up we're going to talk about in a minute, but I thought maybe we'd take a couple seconds to review some of the 100 years of Rotary. Rotary has been very, very active in this community.
It has. And Dan Lockwood, one of our Rotarians, put together a nice little piece that kind of summarizes some of the major projects that Rotary's been involved in throughout the years in our community.
The one that people just are always surprised at is that Rotary built the St. Clair Inn. If the fellows will throw up the slide.
They didn't build it, but they raised the largest amount of funds for the inn to be built, yes.
There we go. It was 1926, and a group of individuals, or Rotarians, got together, raised the money, and then had the building built. And did they operate it at all?
I don't know. They didn't operate it, but they raised, as it says there, $180,000, which was an enormous amount back in 1926.
Oh, wow. Tremendous amount of money. All right, then we went along to 1927, and they were instrumental in building a new hospital.
Correct. The old hospital was in an old house, and they built one which was then became the police station community offices.
And City Hall.
City Hall, then was razed when they took over the current location here on Kearney Drive.
All right, and then in 1930, and I remember that building, unfortunately, or fortunately, that's the new clubhouse for the golf course.
I remember that as well. I've been here long enough to remember that. But yep, the Rotary was helpful in raising funds for Pine Shores Golf Course, yes.
All right, and next we have a view of Otsuchita Park.
Camp Otsuchita.
And I don't really remember where that is.
So that is out, if you go straight out Yankee Road, out and take a turn to the right, it's on the left-hand side there, not too far from Newman Road. Actually, as a Rotarian, I still sit on the board for Camp Otsuchita there.
Okay, and 1954, they built the swimming pool, which is still in existence today, and the Rotary has been instrumental in keeping it going with baling wire and Scotch tape and duct tape, and it's just a wonderful project for the community. There's so few pools, outdoor pools like that around.
And it's used. They have the swim lessons in the summertime,
right.
And I think my daughter participated in the swimming. I forget what it was when they did the underwater dancing and.
Yeah. Sue Daniels was the aquatic director for most of his existence, and it's been a wonderful contribution. And the Rotary again was a major portion of getting that done. 1970, the flagpole in the middle of the Riverview Plaza.
Yep.
All right. 1973, the Gregg Park, which is adjacent here to St. Clair City Hall. Talk to me about that.
Well, so Rotary was helpful in raising funds to get the property to do Gregg Park. Also, were instrumental in, as we'll see, I think, in a few more slides, in building the playset there.
Okay. Next. 1975,
Rotary, that's the museum. Rotary helped with getting some of the funds together to purchase the museum from, it was a church, and get that started.
Okay, next. 1981, the Garden Club Rotary helped to Vibrant Palmer Park.
Okay. Yep. Helped out with
the garden
in conjunction with the Garden Club to decorate Palmer Park.
Okay. You're making it tough making for smaller to print here.
Renovations of the city pool in 1990, $200,000 was raised. And 1994, that was building the Imagination Station there.
Oh, yes.
Rotary was involved,
Great
as well as
project.
many community members, and that was a fun project to be involved in. And then
2005, Rotary Park along Clinton Avenue, a great park a very active park, and some great statues that Fred Moore donated in that park as well as around the rest of the city. But that was the begin. That was a Rotary project too. Go ahead.
Right. In the skate park, Rotary collaborated with the local skateboarders to design and do the skate park that's on Kearney Drive, adjacent to Gregg Park there. Yeah.
Jason Steyer built that arch, which is a really unique kind of an arch to get into the park. Okay. St. Clair Little League. That is just a tremendous project. I think Rotary raised $150,000 or something like that.
I don't really know the exact amount, but they were. It says they secured $600,000. Now I'm not certain that was all Rotary. I think it was in partnership with multiple other organizations.
And 2018, a water fountain
for the plaza.
Humans and animals.
Yep.
Okay, and 2017, tennis courts out at the high school, very important project.
I think along with the Moore Foundation.
Now you can see there in the lower left-hand corner is Leachley Bachelor, and up above is Diane Ives.
Doug McLaren, I think.
To the right is...
Is that Doug McLaren?
It looks like past president. I can't think of the
Looks
name.
like Doug McLaren.
Yeah, it is. It is
Yeah.
Doug McLaren.
Yep.
So that was a rebuild of the upgrade of the Imagination Station. Okay.
Wildlife Landing, raise money to put in the Wildlife Landing right adjacent to the new Coney Island there.
Right. And 2000.
Right just next to the Wildlife Landing, we put in a little stage there with a picnic table and a solar-powered umbrella.
All right. The
And
Peace Pole.
most recently, they dedicated the Peace Pole at the same site. And I think last but not least, we put in the Storybook Walk in Kletcher Park, and that's all the folks that were involved in digging the hole. Actually, with the involvement of St. Clair Nursery digging the holes, we set all those 25 pedestals that tell a story in conjunction with the library system.
So, to come back to us now, fellas, that basically talks about 100 years of Rotary participation in the community. And Rotary is made up of whom?
Was largely made up of business members. Years ago, you used to have to be a business person or affiliated with a business to join Rotary. Now it's open to anybody. And we're probably one of the more active Rotary clubs in the area.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have 37 active members at the present
wonderful.
time. So yeah.
Wonderful.
So, and there's other things that they've done throughout the years. We did the flu shot clinics for years
Yep,
down at the
yep.
hospital. So I think that the storyline tells what the major projects are, but there are probably a number of other things that we've been involved in and helping enhance the experience for our community.
And over the years, there's been many, many projects to raise money to make it go, make it successful. They used to have a freighter raffle before COVID, and that sort of shut that plan down, and would raffle off a trip around the Great Lakes on one of the freighters. Now you have a fundraiser which is called
The Turtle Race.
Turtle Race.
Yep.
In the Pine River every spring or
September. Usually the weekend after Labor Day.
And you're here to talk today about a Rotary-sponsored CPR refresher course. What's that all about?
So Rotary had, since we used to do flu shots and help out improving the health in our community, there had been an idea that we should do something else to help improve the health in our community. And it's titled Refresher Course, probably not just a refresher course. It's really for people to learn CPR. CPR is important for everyone to know in case you're anywhere, a loved one out in the community, somebody goes down, what do you do? So we've partnered with Tri-Hospital EMS, and we're putting on a program to teach people CPR. It is on November 8th, Saturday morning from 9 to 12 in the community center. We'll have coffee and donuts
on 4th
there.
Street?
Yep, right on 4th Street. And there is a website. I think they have it up here right now.
Yep.
And that's where you register. You go on to our Club Runner site and you can register for CPR, and it's free, no cost. And you'll receive a little booklet at the end on the highlights of CPR. But it's a good opportunity to learn, or if you've learned it previously, to kind of refresh your skills in CPR. Limited to only 36 people. That's limited by the instructor from Tri-Hospital EMS and their equipment that they have. But if it's a success, we can kind of do this in the future again.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's our
Have
first foray into
You've
this.
done it once before, I think.
We have not.
Oh, you have not?
No,
oh,
we have not.
oh,
So this is our first thing. You know, our president Ralph Livingston came up with the idea last year, and we've kind of been
Working on it.
So we've kind of put it together here.
Okay.
So, and Tri-Hospital EMS, Brad Team, who's the educator there,
Yep.
has been grateful, has been willing to come and help us out and teach the course.
So how else can people help Rotary?
Well, certainly we have fundraisers, donate. We have a Rotary Foundation.
Yes.
Basically, we would love to have people join.
Okay.
We meet every Monday at the Voyager for lunch at noon. We have different speakers each Monday. And we'd love to have other people in the community join to help out and to raise awareness and help us with enhancing the experience in our community.
There's so many people that have moved in the last 4 or 5, 6 years into the community, and maybe they are looking for something to do. This is a good organization to be involved in.
It's a great opportunity to give back to the community. That's
Right.
one of the reasons I'm still involved is the opportunity to give back to the community and make life better.
Right.
So,
H. Lee Batcheldor, always a pleasure, sir.
thank you, Paul.
We'll remind people that it is Saturday, November the 8th from 9 a.m. until noon at the Community Center on 4th Street. So go to that website at stclairrotary.org and you can register from that point and get involved. We'll be back with our next guest in just a second. Well, we're in the month of October, but we've got Annette Sturdy here, the city clerk, and she's going to talk to us about a project that's coming up the first week in December. Annette
Hi.
Sturdy, welcome to the
Yes.
Focus Show.
Thank you for having me.
You are involved, you're involved in all sorts of things, but one of the things you're involved in and wholeheartedly is Wreaths Across America. What is it?
Yes, I am. Thank you for having me on to explain the city's involvement. So a couple years ago, Lisa Fountain, who is highly involved in Wreaths Across America in many ways, approached the Cemetery Board of Trustees. As the city clerk, I'm also the clerk to the Cemetery Board of Trustees.
Okay.
So she explained the program. We immediately fell in love with it and knew we had to do it. So a couple years ago, we became involved, and Wreaths Across America is a national endeavor. All cemeteries that participate do it the same day at the same
Oh,
time.
really?
Yes, this year is Saturday, December 13th at exactly noon, and we all participate in the same type of ceremony that remembers, honors, and teaches about our veterans and those who serve.
Wow. Last year's participation, how many wreaths did you put out in the St. Clair Cemetery?
Yes. So we participated with Hillside Cemetery as the city cemetery. We had hoped to get 200 wreaths, and we ended up with 284.
Wow.
So yes, so that is on top of the 8 ceremonial wreaths that we get for the ceremony itself. So
Are there more veterans than 280 in the Hillside Cemetery?
there are. To date, we have a list of 400 known veterans, but we know that that is not conclusive of everybody. So ideally, we would love to have 400. That is our unwritten goal, but any wreaths are exceptional.
Okay, how do people participate?
There's a number of ways to participate. First and foremost, to sponsor a wreath, and the easiest way to do that is to go to wreathsacrossamerica.org/MIHILL, which will direct people directly to Hillside Cemetery.
M-I-H-H.
Nope, MIHILL.
Oh, H-I-L.
So M-I as in Michigan, Hill as in Hillside.
Okay.
So MIHILL. Go on the website, very user-friendly. You can choose how many wreaths you'd like to sponsor. They're $17 each.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not bad at all. And in fact, for every wreath that is sponsored, we get $5 towards another wreath.
And they've got the website up right now, so that's what where the
Wonderful.
website is, so that people can go right to there. And we've got a couple pictures here. The one behind us here is from Wreaths Across America, and it's really a beautiful, beautiful tribute. So
It is, thank you. And we're so happy and proud to be part of it. Again, their mission is to remember the fallen, honor those who served and have served, and to teach the next generation about serving and freedom in this country. And we're very excited to be part of that.
Do you need volunteers to help you on that December day?
We do. Thank you for asking. Volunteering can be in a number of different ways, but you just have to show up and you can help lay the wreaths. And to lay the wreaths is simply walking through the cemetery, so you'll want to dress appropriately. It's a little hilly in our cemetery. And you look for veterans markers, and there's a ceremonial speaking of their first and last name, and you lay the wreath down. And so yes, we are looking for volunteers. Last year we had several different groups. I'm going to estimate at least 100 people came.
Oh, wow.
It was tremendous. We had Cub Scouts, and we had the St. Clair High School National Honor Society, and Women's Life Chapter 814 did some donations for us, so it was wonderful.
Let's stop you right there. There's going to be a euchre tournament on Saturday, November 1st at the American Legion Hall in Clinton Avenue in St. Clair.
Yes.
Specifically to raise money for Wreaths Across America, right?
Yes, that is true. Women's Life Chapter 814 is a local group of civic-minded, fun women who like to get together, have fun, but also contribute to the community. So this is one of the activities that they chose for this year, and all proceeds will go directly to Wreaths Across America, and they actually match a portion of those proceeds too.
Wow, wow. So, and the admission is $35 at the door, $30 before with a charter member, and it's from 4 in the afternoon, and game starts at 4:30. Euchre tournament. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun too. And the snacks provided, I'll just give a little sneak peek. It's a baked potato bar, so
Oh, really?
that'll be pretty fun for people to enjoy
Yeah.
too. Yeah. So more information on that you can find at stclairontheriver.com or Women's Life Chapter 814 Facebook page, or contact any member of the group. I am one as well, so feel free to reach out to me.
Okay. If the fellows in the control room will throw up the video, we've got some video from last year's. This is obviously it was playing taps there at the Wreaths Across America ceremony last year, and then
That was very emotional, and he played it beautifully. So we were very, very grateful for his presence to perform that.
and there's you with the microphone in front of you, and some of the board members of the cemetery board, and there was a brief ceremony.
Yep, the wreath ceremony is what happens at exactly noon, and that is the symbolic laying of wreaths on each of the 7 branches of the military. We have easels for each branch, and we try very hard, and again, we were very grateful to have members of each branch representing, so they got to place the wreath on that appropriate easel. And then we also have an 8th wreath for prisoners of war and those missing in action. Yeah, it is. It's a somber, respectful, but very proud ceremony.
So it starts at noon on the 13th.
Saturday, December 13th, it starts exactly at noon. So if those want to come and view or participate, I would recommend getting there between 11:30 and 11:45.
This is the wreaths themselves.
Representing
And-
each branch there. Each flag is a different branch of the military, so they're different on each wreath.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
And that is right in front of the chapel, again, at Hillside Cemetery.
Okay.
And those wreaths smell great. They are fresh, handmade balsam.
There they are. They
fir.
come from out in the east there someplace, and those are the Cub Scouts and the Boy Scouts, I think, that are
Yes.
going to pull them out and separate them. It's a nice event. It's a beautiful event.
Thank you. Thank you. It's very fulfilling, and it was a beautiful, crisp day. And those wreaths are delivered just a couple days prior. The big semi-truck
They
comes.
smell wonderful.
They do, yes. We had it in our storage shed, and it just, it smelled like Christmas. It's a wonderful day. So please, you don't have to participate in the wreath laying if you want to come for the ceremony. It's something.
Well, I hate to use the word salute, but we salute you for your efforts, and
Thank you.
thank you for what you're doing for the community as well as the clerk. But this is a great project. So,
Thank
and
you
that's
very
Serty.
much.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Paul.
Well, that's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Till next time, I'm Paul Dingeman. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.